ask you the inverse of the question that I asked John Romita Jr. I asked John, who would you like to ink you? Which artist would you like to ink that you've never had a chance to ink?
To ink?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a really. You mean who's still walking the mortal coil? I mean, 'cause it's
either,
like, yeah.
or the ones that you missed out on.
Oh God! Well, I mean, I would have. I think I inked one piece of Kirby's, and it was like a light box edition of some trading card or whatever.
Right.
But Kirby, I mean, Kirby without a doubt would be like the main.
But would you feel free inking over Kirby?
If anything, to be honest, I think I would feel even more liberated.
Really?
Yeah. Because I feel like his work is so much about the power that maybe again, this is just my interpretation of it, but I sort of feel that going in and inking things emotionally the way he's trying to convey, the whole idea for me is to try to plus or better convey what the artist is trying to say with the pencils through the inks, in a way almost amplifying it.
Right.
So if it's a quiet moment, I want to kind of make it, dial it down to, the opposite of Spinal Tap. I want to take it to -1, And it's like, tone it down,
Yeah.
So I really kind of love the idea of respecting what's there, but at the same time adding whatever I can. And unlike the situation with John Paul, I mean, I'm sure that like even when I inked over Neil, there's a level of oh my God, it's like I got to be careful. But once you slide into a groove, then it's like after John Paul Leon said, go back into it. It was like, oh yeah, okay, now it's like caring enough not to give a shit. Pardon my French, but it's
it's like you can use any language.
Yeah, and it's like, but the idea of and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way of like I don't care about the work, but it's like I don't want to be tight and so reverential. And I started this way when I was inking some of Neil's stuff. It was like this kind of awestruck aspect, and you kind of have to get over that and just get down to business.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fortunate enough to ink Gil Kane for a few pages, and the job never happened, which was I love his stuff as well. But there's so many guys that I would have loved to have inked, and it would have been fun to ink even cartoonists, like guys like Mort Walker or what's his name from Hagar the Horrible, not Chris Brown, Dick Brown. Just playing in like the idea of Hank Ketchum. I mean, good God, there's just so many guys who can do and gals who could do so many amazing things with the pen and ink, and it's like a sponge. I just want to be able to play with it all.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely love talking to you, and I hope we get to do it again.
My pleasure.
We could have talked about a lot of news. I know you've got a creator-owned book with Kelly Sue DeCon coming up, but
yes,
I could just talk to you about inking and your approaches to artwork any day.
Oh, hey, we'll do that. We'll absolutely do that. I'd love it.
Great
Thanks
to
so
see
much.
you.
Thank you.
Bill Sienkiewicz, I'm Jonah Wowland, and this is CBR TV.